kindergarten. Welcome, 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 welcome back to kindergarten. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome back from fall break. I hope you had a fabulous time. I missed you so much. I missed making all these wonderful videos of me being goofy and silly, talking to myself, but at the same time, you. But thank you so much for joining us, following along, tuning in. And I'm so glad you're here, like I already said. I'm your teacher, in case you don't remember, your kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Weber. And I'm happy to have you. Yay! Welcome back. Can you believe we survived one entire quarter online? We didn't think we could do it, but we did. And now we're back for just a few more weeks. So today we are going to start, it's a brand new week, a brand new quarter. We've got brand new things to learn. This week we are going to be talking about jobs. We're going to be talking about, now I'm blinking, the letter P. Is it P? I'm confused. So sorry, but yes, we are learning about the letter P. I had to double check because I've just been doing a lot of planning and it like blurs in your head, okay? So yeah, we're learning about the letter P. We're learning about the sight word C. We're talking about jobs and so many other things, numbers. But here we are today, right now, in this moment, ready to start our reading block. So something else we've been working on are saying the beginning sounds of a word. So we have our big book of knowledge right here with me. And so, yeah, let's get started. My job is to identify the first sound in a word. Ready? So remember we talked about the first sound is the very first thing that I say, the very first thing that you hear. Watch my lips. So if I'm saying the word boy, the beginning sound for boy is B. Very good. Boy. B. Don't say the whole word. If I say boy, don't say boy back. Just say B. Just the very first sound. Very first sound. That's it. Okay? So I'm going to say some more words and you tell me the first sound that you hear. Are you ready? Male. What's the first sound in male? Excellent. What about fix? What is the first sound in fix? Very good. Map. What is the first sound in map? Sorry. Wonderful. Crew. What's the first sound in crew? It's a hard one. K. Good job. Vet. What's the first sound in vet? Very good. What about, these words are like all over the place. Lock. What's the first sound in lock? Oh, great job. Bike. What is the first sound in bike? B. What about fun? What's the first sound in fun? Job. What's the first sound in job? J. Farm. What is the first sound in farm? What about hut? What is the first sound in hut? Very good. Let's do one more. Ooh, what about pizza? What's the first sound in pizza? Very good. Yay! Kiss your brains. I can identify the first sound in a word. Woo, did we do our job? Yes, we did. All right, so let's get started with our story. Sorry, my desk area, it's like a good thing you can't see this because I've been working real hard and it is not as clean as it should be. Okay, sorry. Anyways, today we will be reading, like I mentioned, this week we're talking about jobs, like community helpers and jobs and those types of things. So our story today is called Pizza at Sally's, and I love pizza. This is such a great story because it talks about one of my favorite foods, pizza. So yeah, Pizza at Sally's. I guess I just kind of spoiled what the story is about instead of letting you make a prediction. Put your thinking caps on one time. What do you think our story is going to be about if our title is Pizza at Sally's? I may or may not have already, spoiler alert, spoiled it. Possibly, yes, that's right. It's possibly about pizza, possibly at Sally's. Because the title is the name of the book, and it tells us what the story's about. That's right. And here we might have, it might be the author and the illustrator. So the author writes the story, and the illustrator draws the pictures. So like I mentioned, this week we're talking about jobs and like community helpers. And jobs are the work that people do for money. So we will be talking about different kinds of jobs that people do in a community. So like my job is to teach you. But then like guess what? You guys also have a job. Guess what your job is? Yes, your job is to go to school and be a kindergartner. That's your job. I know you don't get paid real money, but you get paid in love because I love you. And you get paid in Hawk Bucks and you get paid in treasure box because I have a treasure box. That's right. One day when you're here, you will see my treasure box. Treasure box with all the goodies. And that's how you get paid, when you do your work and you're on your best behavior and you're following directions and just being the best little kindergartner that you are. So yeah. Anyways, let's get started with our story. Pizza at Sally's by Monica Wellington. Did we say the author writes the story and the illustrator draws the pictures? That's right. Sorry, friends. That fall break just kind of scrambled me up. And look at this community. They have a bookstore. There's a bus, a taxi. There's Sally's Pizzeria. There's a cheese shop. Ooh, look, there's tomatoes. Interesting. Yeah, but, sorry, we talked about Monica Wellington. So what did Monica Wellington do? I'm so sorry. I meant to ask that. And we said that the title is the name of the book. It tells us what the story about. The author writes the story and the illustrator draws the picture. So it says by Monica Wellington. So what did she do? Yes, she wrote the story and she drew the pictures. Very good. Like all these pictures. Look how fun they are. Okay. Sally the pizza maker grows tomatoes in her community garden in the city. These tomatoes are for pizza. So what is she growing the tomatoes for? She's growing the tomatoes for the pizza. Why does she need tomatoes for her pizza? Possibly for the sauce. That's right. Or topping. Very good. That's right. Wheat grown on farms far away is milled into flour and delivered to Sally's Pizzeria. This flour is for the pizza. So what does she do with the flour? She uses it for the pizza. That's right. How does she use it for the pizza? Yeah, let's find out. Milk is made into cheese and sold in the shop next door. This cheese is for pizza. Remember when we saw on this title page the cheese, so this is her pizzeria and there's the cheese shop right next door. So that's what she's doing, is the milk is made into cheese and then she buys the cheese next door. And the cheese is for the pizza. Now if we look at this picture here, it says milk is made into cheese. What else can be made from milk? Yogurt, that's right, we have yogurt. What else can be made from milk? Ice cream, very good. What else? Butter and cream cheese. And here we have some cream. Good job. So where does she go to get the cheese for her pizza? Yeah, she goes next door. Sally opens her pizzeria in the morning. I almost read that word wrong. It says, hungry customers will be arriving soon. But I almost said hangry customers. I'm pretty sure that if you are wanting pizza and the store's not even open, you're probably feeling pretty hangry, not just hungry. Orders will be coming in over the phone, but now it's time to make pizza. And then you can see all the things for her shop. She has a menu, the clock, these are her hours, the tomatoes, the cheese. What is that? A phone, I guess. Wow, you guys don't even know. You don't even know. Like, guys, this is what phones used to look like. Not like a clear screen that you touch everything. Like, no. Look at this. These old school phones. This is the oldest school phone on this picture because it has a cord. Have you ever seen a phone with a cord on it? Is that how you call in your pizzas? Probably not. Prob's not. I mean, look, it's even connected to the wall. Old school. You don't see that every day, but there she is, ready to take her orders. Cut, chop, stir, and... I'm so sorry. I just hear it like a song. Cut, chop, stir, and simmer. There are good cooking smells in the air. Sally makes her tomato sauce. Ding, ding, ding. We were talking about the tomatoes earlier, and she uses the tomatoes to make the tomato sauce. Tomatoes! So what have we learned about Sally so far? She gets the cheese from next door. She uses tomatoes to make her tomato sauce. What else? She opens her shop in the morning and she takes orders for pizza on the phone. That's right. Okay. Mixture and mix with water and yeast. Sally starts the dough for her famous pizza crust. It's interesting because to me, you would think she would start with the crust, like the dough first. Because when you're making a pizza, you would like knead the dough, and then you would put the sauce, then you would what? Sprinkle the cheese, put your toppings on, cook it, and eat it, right? Oh, there we go. Spoiler. Push, pull, punch, pound. She kneads her stretchy dough and leaves it to rise. So what does Sally have to do to the dough to make the crust? She has to push. She has to pull. What else? She has to punch, pound, and knead. That's right. The dough is just right. Sally rolls it and folds it and rolls it again. Whoosh! She twirls it up in the air. So what does it mean to twirl it in the air? Yeah, like toss it, spin it. Have you ever seen them do that? Like pizza makers, excuse me, they will toss the dough, spin it around. Don't try that at home, friends. Leave that to the professionals. And so you can see like the dough looks very different. That's when it's being tossed, twirled, right? Now everything is ready to put together. First comes we just talked about this. The pizza dough, that's right. Then the tomato sauce. Then freshly grated cheese is sprinkled on top. Perfect. So here she has the pizza dough and she's putting the sauce on top like that. That's how they do it, in that kind of swirl motion. Right? Then she puts the cheese on it. See, and here she is like doo-doo-doo-doo. Sally slides her pizza into the hot oven. The pizza smells delicious as the pizza bakes. So is the oven hot or cold? It's hot. And how do we know that? That's right, because it's on fire. It's lit. That oven is on fire, friends. Look at that. That can't be cold. It's got to be hot. All right. Out it comes, bubbly and hot. Quick, slice up the pizza and it's ready to eat. This story is making me quite hangry. I wish I had pizza right now. Look at that yummy pizza. Just slicing it up. Look at all those hangry friends. They're hungry. They're not hangry. Hangry, they'd be a little angry, you know? But they're like, please, Sally, can we have another? Look at him. He's like, pizza. Pop the pizza into a box. Some customers take theirs home to eat, and some have it delivered. Everybody loves pizza. Look at this picture. We can see she's crossing the street with her pizza. He might be a pizza delivery because he's wearing the same outfit as her. Twinsies. Not the same outfit, but like the red and the checkered. Twinsies. And he's got a box, so he might be taking the pizza. He's going home to like a pizza party. I don't know what she's feeding the neighborhood with the pizza, I guess. Interesting. But eating pizza right here at Sally's Pizzeria is best of all. Aww. I wish I was eating pizza. The busy day is over and the last customers have gone. Now Sally and her little helper can relax and enjoy a slice themselves. How yummy! See, this is why it's so hard to read these stories without you guys, because you would have pointed out her little helper that I just totally forgot about. But yeah, look it. There's her cat helping her. He's even tossing the dough. Well, he's just watching there. I guess we don't really want him touching our cheesy pizza. Definitely don't put your cat in charge of putting your pizza in the oven. Well, there he is. Because he was working hard, so he earned that pizza. He kneaded that dough. He twirled that dough. So cute. Yum, yum. And then look at the back. There's a pizza recipe. If anyone would like to pause and make their own pizza. I have not made my own pizza, so I cannot help you with that. Sounds yummy, though. All right, so that was such a good story. Who doesn't love a story about pizza? If you don't, that's so sad. I liked it. What can you tell me what Sally had to do to make her pizza? What did she have to do? Where did she get, let's start with this. Where did she get her ingredients? She got them from where? Where were the tomatoes from? The tomatoes were from the community garden, and she used them, she needed them so she could make the what? The tomato sauce, that's right. Where did she get the cheese from? The cheese was made from milk, and it came from the store next to her. That's right. Where did she get the dough from? I think it said like from wheat farms. Wheat farms far away. Let's take a gander. Yep, wheat grown on farms far away and delivered to her. And what's the wheat used for? To make flour? To make crust. Very good. And then if we wanted to make our own pizza, what would be the order? So how would we sequence the events? Like first we would need to get the dough, and we would be like kneading and pushing and pulling and punching and pounding the dough. Then what? Then we would add the sauce, and then we would sprinkle the cheese, sprinkle, sprinkle, and then we would put any toppings, put it in the oven, take it out of the oven, and eat, right? Well, do I have something in store for you? Is it pizza? No. But today, let me use a disclaimer and say, because this was a last minute decision, I didn't have time to make all my copies and mail them out because that takes a lot of time and a lot of work that I just did not have. So all of your assignments are going to be on Epic and Seesaw, Google Classroom. So what you're going to do is you're going to get onto your Seesaw, which we all know how to do that by now, and there is a pizza assignment. Please do the pizza one. And your job is to sequence the events of our story using a flow map. Remember we talked about a flow map? You put your arm like this way and this arm this way because we're making a flow map. It's flowing, right? So here's my paper copy that we would do in the classroom. The one on Seesaw looks a little bit different. But yeah, there's these boxes with arrows, and you're going to put in order what comes first. So first would be the dough, then would be the sauce, then we would have the cheese, then the toppings, and then the pizza, right? So my job is to sequence making a pizza using a flow map. All right, can you do your job? Absolutely, yes you can. Absolutely, positively. Okay, so don't forget to complete it on Seesaw. Post it so I can see it. If you want to like leave me comments too, that'd be great. I love your voice recordings on Seesaw, but you don't have to. No pressure. And yeah, I will, ooh, sorry. I had this pulled and everything and I just forgot to show it. Sequencing using a flow map. What is the sequence of the event? So this is kind of like what our assignment is gonna look like. The boxes and the arrows. So yeah, that's your job. And I hope you enjoy it. Have a great time. If you finish your work early, I know I wrote it in the top of the plans, but just in case you guys don't see it, if you finish your work early, there are tons of activities that I added to our virtual classroom, so you can play around with any of those. There are Halloween stories, there are October stories, there are different kinds of educational games and things. So just check with your grown-up and see if you finish your Seesaw work, then you can do that. Okay? And I will see you very soon, okay? Have a great morning. Bye.